No idea what's going on with this head of mine, but you know, we're just gonna roll with it today. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is ChimereNicole. I'm going to try to keep this video as short and sweet as I can because this is a topic I'm very passionate about. Again, if you guys are new, I am a licensed cosmetologist. I own my own salon, ChimereNicole Salon LLC, and I have been licensed since 2003. So this is something I'm definitely passionate about. I have a lot of insight on it. I do this full time, and I get these questions at least every day. One of these questions or one of these solutions I'm going to give you guys, I give out at least once a day. So I wanted to come on YouTube and tackle a few common misconceptions, give you a little bit of my feedback, because like I said, this is a topic I can talk about all day, every day. So we are going to talk about the 5 reasons, or my top 5 reasons your hair is not growing. Let's get started. Okay, so for you OGs to my channel, I just want to let you guys know I do have my coffee. So if I kind of go off on a tangent, you know why, because I am hyper right now. Okay, so let's get into today's video. I did kind of write down a little bit of a notepad, trying to keep my bullet points kind of together, because like I said, this is something I'm very passionate about and I can talk about it for hours, and I want to keep this video short. So, you know, let's go. Okay, so number one of the things people always say is, why is my hair not growing? I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Let me explain. It's not that your hair is not growing, it's your retention. Your hair is going to grow as long as you're in good health. You don't have any underlying health issues. Your hair is going to grow regardless of what you do to it externally. The issue is when your hair grows, how are you retaining it? Okay, so I want to kind of clarify that. Number one, and then I'll kind of elaborate as we go on a little bit. So it's not that your hair is not growing, it's that your hair is growing and your hair is either being damaged, it is experiencing some type of breakage, or it has, again, underlying issues that we can talk about a little bit later. So my second reason that I find a lot of my clients, or even people who might inbox me and ask me certain questions, is because you are using too many products. Okay, so I have to, all right, I gotta put this on after I deep condition, and then after I deep condition, I'm going to spray this leave-in conditioner, and then the leave-in conditioner, I have to twist my hair out, so I'm going to twist it with this, but then when I twist it, I'm going to apply this to my edges, and I'm tie that down, and then I'm not going to wash my hair for another 3 weeks, because the co-wash said that I can just spray it on, and then I'm going to go ahead, and then I'm going to only sip one little bit of water for the next 7 days, because I don't need no water, and then I'm going to drink all the coffee, because coffee is just lit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have your mocha chocolate, and then I'm going to go ahead, and then I'm not going to eat no vegetables, because vegetables is stupid, and then I'm going to go on YouTube, because I seen that girl, she had put, what's that new spray? She put that spray on, and she was saying that it had made her curls define. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then my hair going to grow. Yup. Let me explain. Ma'am, as a professional stylist, it is very rude for you to come in and tell me what works for someone else. If you're asking for my opinion, you're paying for my opinion, you're paying for my knowledge, and you're telling me that what you're doing has to work because you've seen someone else on YouTube doing it, but then you sit in my chair and tell me why you're experiencing certain problems. So I recently had a client, and she came in, and actually the funny thing is she found me on YouTube, but she came in and she was telling me that she was having some issues with her hair not growing, and it was always dry. And one of the things that I asked her was, what are you using on your hair? It's part of my normal consultation. And this young lady told me, honest to God, on her wash day, she was using at least 8 products. Homegirl had a Pre-poo, she had a cold wash. She had a clarifying shampoo. After the clarifying shampoo, she was using a instant conditioner. After the instant conditioner, she would rinse that out and she was putting on a mask. After the mask, she was putting on a concoction of oils and the wrong ration of oils, first off. But she was using the wrong oils for her hair. But she was using a number of different oils. After the oil, she was rinsing that out, putting in a leave-in conditioner. After she put in the leave-in conditioner, she was putting more oils on her hair, and then she was blow drying and trying to style. You cannot use tons of product and expect your hair to grow. That is not going to help with your retention. If anything, it's going to weigh your hair down, and it's going to make it hard for you to manipulate your hair if you want to put it into a style or a protective style. It's too much product. Your hair is not able to breathe, your pores are clogged, and then you're going to notice shedding or breakage. Okay, so my recommendation is stop using so much products. Less is more, and we'll get into what I recommend a little bit later on. The number 3 reason that your hair is not growing is because you do not want to trim your hair. I totally understand that as your hair grows and you are babying your hair, you are like making sure you don't touch it, you're not combing it, you're not doing anything, right? But sis, you have to trim your ends. It's a part of the retention process. You don't want to have all of this dead hair on the ends of your hair and it's just dead and it's hanging on. It's like a tree branch. If you have a leaf and you have branches on it and the branches are old, what is it going to do? It's going to infect the healthy part of the tree branch or the flower, okay? You have to trim those dead ends off. If you don't, that breakage is going to travel up the hair shaft, and then it's not going to matter what you do, what product you put on, what oil you put on, what deep conditioner you put on your hair. It's not going to make a difference because that breakage has traveled up your hair shaft so high, it's always going to look dry. It's always going to look frizzy. You're going to try to blow dry your hair or silk press your hair, and it's going to be all these flyaways, and it's just your dead hair hanging on like, trim me off, trim me off. Trim me off, sis, trim me off. But in all seriousness, you guys, trim your hair, okay? If you trim your hair depending on how often you manipulate your hair, if you're trimming your hair every 2 to 3 months, you're only getting a small, minute amount off. Versus if you wait and then you go to a professional stylist and then you sit in her chair and she asks you when's the last time you trimmed your ends and you tell her 2 years, you're getting a bob. You are going to get a bob cut because there is no one on God's green earth who has gone years without trimming their hair, and they're doing all of this cold washing and protective styling and all of that stuff and don't have any breakage. It's non-existent. Doesn't matter what culture, doesn't matter what texture. You can be 4B, 2C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, honey. It's not going to matter. You have to trim your hair, okay? So let's go into number 4. I am a old school stylist in this regard. All cold washes are not created equal. Now, I personally don't really cold wash my own hair. I am natural. My hair is currently in a protective style. Just FYI, I'm just going to show you. This is my hair, and then this is the extensions, just so that, you know, for all my newbies here, I don't cold wash my natural hair. I wash my hair with one lather, deep condition, and that's it. Like I said, I'm old school in that regard. Less is more, and again, all cold washes are not created equal. The point of cold washing is to help remove buildup on the hair. So if you are doing a protective style like a twist out or something like that, and you need to, 1, wet your hair so that you can retwist it, or 2, you don't want to use a shampoo that's going to strip your hair. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people start to do cold washes. But what I'm seeing is people are taking the cold wash thing and they have ran a marathon with it. You cannot go months without washing your hair using a cold wash. And I say that to say, remember, the reason you wash your hair is to remove bacteria and buildup. But the number 1 reason is to remove bacteria from your scalp. Okay? If you are cold washing your hair and you have not used any bacteria soap, i.e. shampoo, on your hair, your pores are clogged, your scalp runs the risk of having a lot of scalp elements, dandruff, dermatitis. Some people have a lot of eczema in their scalp. All of these contributing factors play a role in how your hair grows, okay? So I say that to say, be very cautious with the co-washes. If you're using co-wash, be very cautious with your co-wash. Make sure that it has some type of antibacterial properties in it if you're going to use that in the place of your shampoo. But I say this, if you're going to co-wash your hair, you should probably co-wash your hair maybe 2 to 3 times a month. In between there, you need to be using shampoo, okay? Let's go into the next one. So for me, again, this is my number 5 tip or reason why a lot of people are not seeing their hair grow the way that they should. Again, I'm old school in this regard, so I might get a lot of flack, but this has been proven in my personal career. It's been proven in my hair, my own hair. It's been proven in my children's hair, my clients for over, 10, 15 plus years. Grease your scalp, sis. I mean, I don't know how else to tell y'all. Grease your scalp. Okay, baby? I'm sorry. I mean, for real. I know a lot of you guys are like, grease your scalp. I was never doing that. That's totally okay. But you can't say to me, oh, my scalp is dry or my scalp is itching. What do you use on your hair? Leave-in conditioner? Okay. When you wash your body, what do you do after you wash your body? You put on lotion. Why do you put on lotion? So you don't be ashy. Why don't you want to be ashy? Because it irritates your scalp. I'm sorry, it irritates your skin. I was jumping ahead. It irritates your skin. Your skin starts to itch. Your skin starts to get flaky. What do you think happens to your hair when you wash it? You don't apply anything to your scalp and you expect your hair to be, flowing and doing all of this. It will for a short period of time, but then in about a day or two, you're going to be, oh my God, I just washed my hair. What's going on? Come on, sis. Come on, sis. In all seriousness, I am a huge advocate of grease. Like bergamot in a jar, grease. Section your hair in 4 sections. Put some grease in there, protective style. I don't know what this thing is. Maybe it's social media. I don't know. But you are not supposed to be looking summertime fine every single day. You're doing too much to your hair. You're manipulating it too much. You're touching your scalp too much. You're trying to get all the styles. Like, it's 7 days in a week. You're trying to get 14 hairstyles. Relax, sis. It's okay to be ugly in the house. We are currently under quarantine, and I have not curled my hair in about 2 weeks. I have not touched my hair in about 2 weeks. I put a little bit of curl in here today because I want to come on YouTube and scare you guys because I'm doing a hair video, but I'm not afraid to put my hair in a ponytail and go sit down somewhere. I don't over manipulate my hair. I don't over extend my hair. I don't stretch my hair out all the time. I don't flat iron my hair all the time, and that's because I want to retain the length of my hair and I don't want to dry it out. So if you notice, I'm just going to kind of sum this up. I have clients who are in their 80s and some in their 90s. They have their edges. They have a full head of hair. They don't have breakage. They don't have eczema, psoriasis. And remember, they have underlying health issues. They are taking Lipitor. They're taking high blood pressure medications. And they have all their hair. Tell me how an 80 or 90 something year old woman has all her hair with all of those medical issues she has, and a 20 something year old woman has no edges, scalp is on fire, and the main thing is they're putting too much, they're styling their hair too much. They're not moisturizing, greasing their scalp the way they should. Now, I know some people are like, girl, I'm not putting no grease in my hair. That is totally fine. There are so many essential oils and products that you can use in the place of grease. I always say bergamot because that's kind of like, it's like an old 80s, 90s thing, but like Blue Magic. But you can take a hair oil, an essential oil. I don't even know where mine is. I do have my own line of hair oils. You can make your own hair oil if you want to, but my point is you have to make sure that you are feeding your scalp. Whatever you put on your scalp is going to go into your hair, okay? So don't think I'm just going to take some leave-in conditioner and do this and I'm going to be okay. That's just not how it works. You have to start from the root to the ends, okay? I probably will make this a series because, like I said, I can talk about this forever. I am curious to get your questions. I'm curious to get your feedback as well, because I know for a fact you guys are going to be like, grease? I was never. You know what? I'm going to give you guys really quickly, I'm going to explain the way deep conditioner works. I know this is not part of my top 5, and I also do have a video on this that I did many years ago here on my channel, but I'm just going to give you an overview of how the hair works, okay? A lot of times people are taking oils, essential oils, lavender oil, jojoba oil, I'm trying to think, Moroccan oil, all of these different essential oils, right? They're taking these oils and they are saying, oh, that's good enough to just moisturize my hair. And that's not necessarily the case. Oil is a sealant. So the way that you moisturize your hair is your deep conditioner. The way that you hydrate your hair is in your deep conditioner. You cannot expect for you to wash and do the instant conditioner that's 2 to 5 minutes and expect for your hair to have the moisture and hold on to the moisture, right? So when you wash your hair, you put your deep conditioner on, and then you sometimes go under a plastic cap, and that's just so that you can open up your cuticle. Your hair is like a piece of, I'll say a piece of floss or something like that, right? A string. So take that one piece of string, and on your cuticle of your hair, when you put heat to your hair, you open it up like this. When I say heat, that means blow dryer, flat iron, or the hooded dryer that you're using to deep condition your hair. This is what you're doing with heat. You open up the cuticle like this. You're allowing your deep conditioner to sit inside of the cuticle like this, right? This is what it looks like. I hope I'm making sense. But this is what it looks like. When you rinse your hair out in cold water, by the way, you rinse your hair out in cold water because the cold water is going to make your cuticle do this. You see my hands closing up? Hot water, heat, is going to make your cuticle do what? Expand, right? Cold water closes it. Remember that. Remember that. So as you close that cuticle, it's still going to be open, right? Now, what you want to do is take your oil of choice, your cream, bergamot, whatever you want to use as your sealant. I like oil for my hair and for most of my clients. But you're going to take that oil, use it as a sealant to close. You see that little space? You see that space in between my fingers and the phone? The sealant, the oil, is going to go inside of those spaces to help keep that cuticle closed. You want your cuticle to be like this all the time, okay? So that's what we use oils for, to keep that cuticle like this. Now, this is the part I want you guys to remember. If you wash your hair, if you co-wash your hair, doesn't matter, heat, and then you rinse it out, you rinse out the conditioner, you rinse out whatever, your cuticle then looks like this. Okay? If you do not seal in the deep conditioner that you just applied, your cuticle is still going to be like this. Okay? You have to keep the cuticle closed. So cold water, oil moisturizer, the sealant, that's what you want, okay? So if you don't apply a sealant to your hair, I don't care what you are using as your deep conditioner, your cuticle is still going to be like this. And all of that moisturizer, my phone, all of that moisturizer that you just used is going to what? It's going to come out. So if you guys have ever done a deep conditioner and your hair feels nice and soft and then 3 days later it's dry, this is why. Your cuticle is open, so the moisturizer has no way of staying in place, okay? So now your cuticle looks like this. There's no moisturizer in it. And then what you do, you go and take some product and put grease and oils and all types of everything on your hair because my hair is dry. I just deep conditioned it 3 days ago. It's still dry because your cuticle is like this. You have to keep it closed. As always, don't forget you can leave your comments down below. I will always answer your questions. I know some of the things that I said are going to be very controversial, which is fine. But at the end of the day, most of these things, well, all of these things that I talk to you guys about, I experience on a day-to-day. So I just want to kind of help you guys or guide you guys to better health and being able to grow and retain the growth in your hair for the years to come. So As always, don't forget to thumbs up this video if it helped you in any way, and subscribe if you have not done so already, and I will see you guys in the next video. In quarantine, I'm going to show you what I mean by being ugly. Like, you don't have to always manipulate your hair. So let me show you. My two daughters, come on. This is my daughter Leah. You guys have seen both of them in my last two videos. And then this is my daughter Ariel. Do you see their hair? Put your head down. You see this? All I do is take their plaits out. Yes, they look like Celie. Okay? All I do is a movie. It's called Color Purple. You've never seen it before. So I just leave their hair in plaits. I make sure that I moisturize their sections of hair, moisturize the braids, and that's it. I take their hair out once a week, replait it if they're outside playing, and apply a moisturizer. So that's Leah's. Let me show you Ariel's. Ariel, she is my oldest, and her hair, same thing, but her hair is a little bit drier. So for Leah, I will be using the essential oils. I'll leave it in I'll leave the link to that in my description box. So I use the essential oils on her solely, and then for Ariel, I use actual jar grease. But the same thing, just some plaits. She put in a ponytail because she was trying to be cute. She got a crop top. Look, y'all, she got a crop top. But that's what I mean, guys. Like, it doesn't. You don't have to be a supermodel every single day. Put your hair in a protective style. Don't be afraid to just leave those plaits in for a week or two, making sure that your scalp is moisturized. And that's basically it. It's low maintenance, low manipulation, and you're able to give your scalp some time to breathe, but then you're also able to moisturize your scalp as well. You guys want to say bye? I didn't ask, but I didn't ask for no extra. What are you doing? They can't even see you. You're not on camera. Do you see yourself on the camera? No. Exactly. So that means you're not on there. Get out of here. All right. That's it. Bye.